content in this video is in an unreleased developmental state and is subject to change. It is not currently available to the public. As per standard NAMD policy, there is no scheduled release date or timeline for release.
Hello everyone, this is Tarkus here from the NAM team, and for the first time in quite a while I'm here to showcase a new NAM feature that's in development for the upcoming NAM 36 release. So my main project that I've been working on for this release is the Flex Turn Lanes, or FTL. Those of you that are Battlestar Galactica fans will appreciate that name. This project's been in development a long time. Memo was actually the initial Namite who got this ball rolling way back after NAM 32 got released in January 2014. And it's taken us this long to get to the point of being able to finish that up. So right now the menu system is a little bit of a mess. It's all just kind of stuffed under one button at the moment. But basically the gist of this is that everything kind of starts off from a transition. They'll take you from a base network, either a default Maxis network or a network widening mod network. And from that transition, it'll turn into a turn lane setup. So you see there, by dragging the road network through this transition, I now have a left turn lane here. And the way these turn lanes work is you can just keep kind of dragging them infinitely, and they won't stop until they run into an intersection. So this is actually something you couldn't do with the old turn lane extension pieces or TuLEPs, have an intersection with just a street network. So if I just run this into the street network here, form a T intersection, the setup basically kind of sees, okay, I have a T intersection, and adds the right turn arrow to kind of show that traffic can't keep going. If I want to turn this into a full four-way intersection, I can drag onto their side here, and the override stops here, mainly kind of keep it from running out of control. And then from there I can actually use another one of these transitions, and now I have a full setup here for a four intersection with turning lanes onto a street. If I decide, hey, I don't want the street network here, I need to upgrade it, because this is all flex stuff, I can actually just take the street, drag a road right over it, and now I have a road intersection with turn lanes onto the road. And if I want turn lanes on my crossing road here too, I can do that as well, just by kind of adding these transitions in and dragging through. If I also wanted to say, have this initial road down here at the bottom actually be a TLA3 from the Network Widening mod instead of a road, I can actually do that by putting the starter here and dragging that through, and it'll convert. Also, if I didn't have that starter there, and I just want to have a TLA3 quickly, I could actually go through here, and there's actually a transition that's specifically designed for that. So you just plop that down and drag out the bottom end, and it'll get TLA3 instead of road here. So there's other setups that you can do here as well. Basically all the familiar setups from the old TuLEP system have made the transition, no pun intended, to the FTL system. So you can also have the type 120 setup, which allowed a single turn lane onto the inside of an avenue or a TLA5. You can do the type 220, so you get kind of the dual inside turn lane, or left turn lane if you're in right-hand drive mode. And for the triple tile networks on the NWM, you also have transitions for those as well to add a single center turn lane. And you just drag out from those. They work the same basic way. The one thing that is different with these, the other cool thing with these ones for the avenue and the TLA5 is that if I decide to choose to draw the avenue network at the bottom, it'll let me do that. But if I want to draw the road network at the bottom, actually it'll automatically convert into a TLA5. But in any case, if I want to just create an intersection of a single tile network and these wider FTL setups, I can just do that kind of the normal draggable way, just as I did with the road setups. And now I have an intersection between a type 120 FTL and a road. But it gets a little more complicated when you get to dealing with multi-tile networks. And I found through a couple years of playing whack-a-mole with the overrides that, all the NWM and FTL overrides that were just kind of colliding together and creating a huge mess, that it'd be easier to just make a flex intersection piece that's overrideable and doesn't have to deal with those issues, and also gets the nice far side signalization as you typically see in the US and saw on the old TuLEP pieces. So if I take this type 220 setup here and drag this in, it'll automatically convert over to the appropriate width. So these have some auto magic in them, as you can see there. So if I want to convert this to being type 220 on all sides, I can do that too. And there you go. The other cool thing you can do with a lot of these transitions and also flex intersections as well is you can actually overlap them. This is actually a trick that Memo figured out early on in development with this basic transition here. So if I take this here and then I actually rotate it and overlap the two transitions, they'll actually turn into a two-way FTL transition. So I'll actually get the type 110 FTLs out both sides. Additionally, you can actually do this with the flex intersections, as I found out as well. So if I have, just a intersection between two dual tile FTLs, and I decide, okay, this isn't actually enough for what I need to widen this road out, then I actually stack these two on top of one another, and it actually turns into a setup that'll support the triple tile setups now on one side. And I actually can keep going with it. I can actually go all the way and make a full triple tile by triple tile intersection. So that's a brief overview of some of the fun features in this new NAM plugin. I'll be back with a little bit more. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and be on the lookout for that next development video.